elder people would tell their children that it is no use to finish high school because they don't even have any future after high school, so why don't they just start working?
Boys can stay at the temples with the monks. Girls have no option.
The first thing that comes to my mind is, why wouldn't somebody care? Sad for me was that there were no girls from the provinces. The first thing that comes to my mind is, why wouldn't somebody care? You know, it just seems so obvious to me. I was on my way to some reunion at Stanford Law School. I got 5 people to sponsor the girls through the Khmer program, and that was really exciting. And we ran into Chuck, who was sitting with all this food, the leftovers from a seminar there. And he asked me if I knew any girls from the countryside that his law firm might be able to sponsor. I said, well, yeah, because they were covered, but we wanted to take in more people.
We came over to Cambodia in 2006, was the first time. My husband, Chuck Gassel, was doing some work here and met Margaret Ryan, Professor Margaret Ryan, and she was sponsoring girls at the time. And we said, how can we help? Because the biggest issue for girls is that if they don't have family in Phnom Penh, they have nowhere to stay. And there's no dormitories for the university like we have in Canada or in North America. So boys can stay at the temples with the monks. Girls have no option. So we were told that's the best way we can help, is to provide a safe place for girls to live so that they can get their education in a safe environment. And initially we started by just sponsoring a few girls. And you know, as we spread the word and then more people, Chuck's partner, Elizabeth Bennett Martin, she came over, and then we started talking. We said, we can formalize this and let's turn it into a full charity rather than just sponsoring a few girls here and there. And so we set up the charity in Canada and started fundraising there. CLEW is the Cambodian Legal Education for Women, and our objective is to take girls who are from underprivileged families in rural Cambodia and take them into Phnom Penh, the capital of Cambodia, and enroll them in a 4-year law program at the Royal University of Law and Economics. So we provide them with a safe place to live in a dormitory with other CLEW students, and pay for their tuition and provide them with a monthly living allowance and pay for their dental and medical care. We pay for English lessons, and the objective there is to help them get into the English law program at the Royal University of Law and Economics, or RULE. And once they're into the English law program, that will extend their time with us and allow them to get better jobs at the outcome. And over time, as we formalized the program and became an official charity in Canada, it became more important to broaden our reach and make sure we were getting out into the poor communities. And we did that initially through Plan International, and the CAPE, which is the Kampuchean Action for Primary Education, and also the Ponhiri Lee Foundation. They help find girls who finished grade 12 and who've passed the exam and achieved a certain level of grade on the high school examination. Then they can apply to our program. One of the things we found is after our students graduate, it takes some time for them to get a job. And given that they don't have families in Phnom Penh, they need a place to stay. And up until recently, we allowed them to stay in the dorm. We wouldn't continue to give them an allowance or anything because they were working potentially, but not earning a lot of money. So we have 2 dorms. We have the student dorm and then we have the graduate dorm, but it's meant to provide a safe place for them to live while they get established in a career. So the 2 founding partners, Chuck Gassel and Elizabeth Bennett Martin, they pay all the administrative fees for CLEW. So any travel, any administration, they cover that cost so that all the money raised goes exactly to the students whenever we organize these events, it's the staff of Bennett Gassel that organize it. So CLEW funding comes from multiple sources. We have 2 events in Canada per year. So those 2 events raise most of what we need, but then we also have a lot of donors who contribute annually or just one-time lump sum. The CLEW dorm, I think, is key. Not only a safe place to live, but also putting them into an academic environment where all the girls are studying law. They're all, the upper year students can help the lower year students, essentially motivate each other. And one of the greatest things I saw just in the past year was our first year students from last year. There were 7 of them who started, and they finished their first year, all of them in the top 12 of a class of 60. So that gave me goosebumps, and it gives me goosebumps again just thinking of that. And I think it's because of the environment in the dorm. They're all working together, and there's that motivation to help each other and to improve their lives.
We are provided the opportunity to study in Phnom Penh. We also has ability to communicate with other people in other language rather than our native language, for example English language. We graduated, we got a degree, and we get better jobs with suitable payment and to support our family and our living. For example, as myself, after I graduated from the university, my dream did not stop there. So I tried to get a scholarship to study abroad. That's why I got a scholarship to study in Sweden for 2 years for my master degree.
For me, CLEW is a very good program, especially that the program that provides the opportunity to the rural girl, especially the girl from the poor family, that mostly the family cannot afford to support them to continue to study at university. Because of CLEW that can provide some great opportunity for those girls who had the dream to be graduate from university and find decent or good job for their future. As you know that in our Cambodia society, the gender stereotype still exists, especially that the parent in the remote area always perceive that girls should not go far away from home. They should stay at home, even that they get the higher education, but they still work around the kitchen. That because the gender culture is somehow is a barrier to that. That's why for the CLEW, some good impact not only to the personal or the girl that are selected and got scholarship from the program, but also to other community. The parent or other girl, they can see what is the quality and how the change after the girl got the scholarship and start graduate from university.
Some of them has never even been to the city, and they got kind of a little bit scared, frightened, lost. And now, over the past year, every time that I met them, I saw a young, confident women. One of them got scholarship to study master degree abroad, and another one is the indigenous girls now traveling the world to talk about indigenous rights, going back to her community, supporting and educating her community about their rights. Many other now are government officers working at private law firms, and I also personally hear some of the stories that they not only now are independent and support themselves, but also support their family. So knowing that these girls are from underprivileged background, maybe working at the rice field, at the farm, at garment factory, now have rights to do amazing work, not only for themselves, but also inspired some other young girls from their community. I just cannot express how amazed I am to see that much changes to those girls. I think CLEW has contributed significantly to the Cambodian society because we can get more people educated, and as a woman we use our position at our jobs to perform and to share our knowledge and to help the people.
For the founders and founder of the CLEW, we would like to express our deepest gratitude for the support from them, and this is the significant contributions to Cambodian women.
From time to time, every year, we talked about how much support we get from those CLEW donors. But to think about them that are living in another country, and some of them has never even met our girls, and they are generous to donate their own income and money to these groups of girls that they have never personally met. I just can't thank them enough for what they have done for our girls.
So to the CLEW students, I would say, keep doing what you're doing, work hard, help each other, support each other through, not only just while you're in school, but beyond, and continue to help each other in the future. And to the donors, I'd like to thank you very much for continuing to support us. There's been a number of donors that have been there from day one and have never been to Cambodia, have never met any of the students other than through Skype or through our videos that we have posted and shown at our events. And the staff and volunteers who've helped at our various events, thank you from the bottom of my heart. We couldn't do it without you. And it's just been an amazing experience, an amazing 10-year journey.
Thank you, CLEW. Happy 10th anniversary to CLEW. CLEW is my life. Happy CLEW. I love CLEW very much. Thank you, CLEW. Thank you, CLEW. Our life is better with CLEW. Happy 10th anniversary, CLEW. Thank you so much. Happy anniversary 10 years to CLEW. Thank you, CLEW. We love you so much, CLEW. Thank you. I love you so much, CLEW, and thank you. ខ្ញុំស្រឡាញ់ CLEW អរគុណ CLEW. Thank you, CLEW. I love you, CLEW, and thank you so much, CLEW. Happy 10th anniversary to CLEW.
Happy 10th anniversary to CLEW. I love you so much.
CLEW, you are awesome. Thank you.
If you can dream it, or you can do it, I love CLEW.